Hey guys, we got a very special one for y'all today, man. Y'all might have forgot, or some of you might remember this girl from a few years ago. She was on a podcast talking about how she gave head to an entire NBA basketball team. Yeah, the entire team, it seemed like. Not sure if she omitted the coaches or coaching staff, who knows. But she's come back around, and I was interested in what she had to say. So let's check it out.
For those of you who don't know this about me, about 3 years ago, I went on a podcast talking about how I hooked up with an NBA team. It went super viral. And I will never, ever, ever live this down on the internet, because every few months, like, a new blog posts about it, like, as if it's new information or something. And so, like, every couple months, my DMs will be flooded with, like, hate messages telling me I should myself and that I'm, like, the worst human being on the world. Just basically any terrible thing you could say to somebody. And trust me, nothing that anybody says in my DMs like that can bother me. Like, it's honestly just weird to me.
Stop the cap.
Cap.
Anyway, so I've never understood that in the first place. And it's like, bitch, you actually don't know me as a person. You know that one story about me. And the thing that really gets me is, like, okay, there's people in the world who are abusive, who are abusing their partner, who are abusing children, abusing animals. There's people out here selling drugs. There's people out here really hurting people. And you think I'm the worst person in the world for sucking dick?
Yo, shout the season, man.
Like, be so fucking for real.
Okay, there are two things I want to speak on there. First thing is, she says that she doesn't care what anybody thinks, yet you feel the need to come online and make a video explaining yourself after 3 years, because clearly you've been getting backlash for this shit for 3 years and it bothers you, so you felt like you had to make a video. Clearly it bothers you. What you said was cap. And second off, there are people out there doing all these other worse shit and you guys are tripping off me sucking dick. It's like, yeah, but what those people do affect their community in the spaces that they're in. And a lot of these females tend to, like, not appreciate just how much influence what they do and say can have on the children and on these people that they speak of. You can have just as much influence as a dope dealer on the fucking streets, realistically, or more, for the simple fact that there are some kids that will never go to the hood and never experience that shit at all because they're not born around it. But every kid will experience you females online and what you do and the message that you send to them and what they learn from you and what they believe to be right. So I'm sorry. No, in a lot of cases, what you do can be worse than a drug dealer that does what he does on his corner in his block.
I'm not proud of that story anymore, because, like, I'm a changed woman, you know, reformed. But I'm also not ashamed, and, like, people can't come in my DMs and, like, make me feel horrible about something I did, like, when I was 21 and fucked up and living my best life. Like, you're not gonna make me feel bad about it. I've moved on and I've learned from that, and I honestly think it's a funny story.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyways, I'm sharing this because I know I'm not the only one that gets hate. Like, every bad bitch gets hate.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
And everybody that's doing something is gonna get hate. But, like, really, when you say it out loud, like, this person is on a fake fucking page calling me a horrible person for doing what? For doing what? Like, you're fucking weird for that. You're weird. Go outside and touch grass, bitch.
Hey man, I'll just be honest. I don't know if you're a horrible person or not. I can't get horrible person from this, right? But what I will say is the whole every bad bitch gets hate, everybody that's doing something, like her trying to equate being a bad bitch with you being somebody that's doing something is so funny to me. Being a bad bitch doesn't mean you're doing shit. Most of the time, being a bad bitch means you do absolutely nothing. Also, the whole thing about I look back at me sucking a whole NBA team's dick as a funny story. What? How is that funny? Where's the punchline? Where's the punchline? You sucked a lot of dick. Where is the punchline to that?
Is that the goal for you to get in Love and Hip Hop like it was with her?
No.
She doesn't want to be famous. I'm like,
Yeah, I work a
why?
job. Like,
Really? You did work a job. Now you're on No Jumper. You're probably gonna get fired. Let's be honest.
I don't think so.
What kind of job?
I work for a CPA firm.
Oh yeah. They seem like they would love this
And
kind
I'm
of
in real
content.
estate school.
Really? Okay.
But I also have OnlyFans.
Sorry.
You do have OnlyFans, so you don't think that's gonna affect where you're at in your career
No.
at some point? Nobody's ever gonna care
I'm
about
not
that.
worried.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good because I feel like a lot of
She's
girls
honest.
would be worried about that.
Oh, I gotta tell him about the NBA team.
What do you want me to say, bitch?
Go all out.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why does the chick that sucked off a whole NBA team seem like she's a lot more modest than her friend is? It's like she doesn't want to let any of this information out. It's like she's kind of, private about it. And her other friend is like, no, girl, this is the way for you to get clout. This is the way for you to do it. It almost leads me to believe that the only reason why she might even suck off a whole NBA team is because she has friends like these. I mean, with friends like this, who needs enemies?
But okay, on my birthday is Memorial Day weekend.
Uh huh.
On my birthday, I seen them all at Dre's, like this one team.
Okay.
She's so shy. It's so cute,
I know, I'm
baby.
like, shit. And I don't know, I was getting fucked in a hotel room. They all pulled up, and I sucked their
But
dick.
then like, Jesus Christ. Down
The whole team.
7.
7 basketball players in a row. Mm-hmm. How was that?
I was fucked up. I didn't fuck any of them though.
She said,
What happened to the nuts?
Swallowed.
All of them.
Yeah.
And nothing happened. You didn't have like a weird reaction in your stomach or anything.
No, I passed
that
out.
sounds so fun.
If you get to heaven, write this down. You get to heaven and you don't find me there, you have gone to hell. That's not heaven.
You're almost making it sound like you were too fucked up to be sucking 7 dicks. And also, you were getting
No.
fucked by somebody else right before this?
Yeah, they walked in mid me getting fucked.
How did they
from the
walk
back.
in? Where were you?
In the hotel room. So I was fucking like someone that works with the team, and I know that team because I've hooked up with them before.
The whole
But they all
team?
pulled up. No, not the whole team.
Okay.
Like a few of them. They all just pulled up. They knew I was in there, and they were like, "Let's get lit," and they were just sitting around the bed, and they just rotated.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yo, they all love you.
So you don't look
Told
back.
you.
Do you look back at this as a positive memory?
Yeah, I don't care. It was lit.
The thing I find funny though is earlier she says something about she's not worried about losing her job and things are cool and this type of content is okay with her doing what she does as was CPA. And it was funny because I'm like, I knew that wasn't true, but you guys should see for yourself.
So Adam did a post, and here's the post right here. You guys can see it on your screen. The post says, the girl who sucked off 7 NBA players got disowned by her parents and fired from her job. Her dad was her boss. Clearly nobody would hire her. That's not related to her. Also, apparently they're Mormon. Now, if you know anything about the Mormon religion, you know they're not tolerating this shit. Also, continues to say she is unbothered. She went from 3,000 to 32,000 followers on Instagram and says she made 22,000 on OnlyFans in one day. Again, point made. Having no fucking shame will get you everywhere.
It's ridiculous. Yo, some of these females really need Jesus, and you know who we call for that. Kanye.
God is better than the devil. The devil took all the producers, the musicians, the designers, moved us all out to Hollywood. They got contracts out there that say you can't say Jesus. You can say Jesus in your studio, but it's only one restaurant we serving for tonight, and that's God's restaurant.